Good morning, Palia. I'm checking my microphone, giving everybody time to roll in before we get started here. Hi, Shadow. I have my water. Thank you. I always need water. Just giving everybody a few minutes. Oh, no, my kid's going to steal all my water. Lovely. Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to start doing some clearing of my plot. I have not, since the update, done much on plot because, of course, we've all been out there learning all the new stuff they gave us. I'm going to go over some of that here in a bit. Just wait and see if anybody jumps in. Otherwise, I'll go through it so y'all can watch it later. Oh, yeah, I got to plant carrots for my snowman. Every time I say that, you want to build a snowman song from, and now my mind went blank on the name of the show, Frozen. Keeps coming into my head. You guys see, I got my Kitsu. Ain't he adorable? I've been wanting him since he came out, but he was a little pricey, but not with the premium lunar path, so. Wow, my garden is really unattended. Wow, I swear, no matter how much I turn down my vibration, you can literally hear this. You guys hear that? It's like, click, every time I hoe the ground. Gotta make it a little bit more Christmassy on all my plots. I don't use this plot skin year round, and I've got a bunch of really cool ones that are newer, but for some reason, around this time of year, it makes it feel so much more Christmassy. So I try to throw it on all my plots and enjoy it. So now we got some snow on the ground. See if I've got any carrot seeds to put out. I have literally one carrot seed. Guess I need to go for the 53. I only have 53 carrots. I'm going to have to go shopping when I go out on the map. Anybody need stickers? I just got another sticker pack. Running's like, no. Hi, Running. You guys don't forget to put in exclamation point giveaway so that when we do the giveaway later on throughout the stream, you guys are entered. All right, I'm going to start some little mini tutorials here just to get them recorded up. A few things that have come up recently, some of it with the new update, some of it just things that I've run across with. Most people, the new ones will not, so that's more what this is for. So this here is a great way when you get into cooking parties, you're going to have an overage of food, whether that food is worth money or it's just focus food, or you just want to have a bunch on hand when you're ready to decorate. So there are a couple of ways that you can do this. This is my preferred method just because it feels like the simplest. You can put these same floor blocks on the pillars and not have the full backing on there. I just kind of like the full backing. I feel like it's easier to adjust the location of it. Now, another trick is if you take these guys, when you're done stacking them, take them and put them inside either a house, a building, or one of these little carport thingies. Once they're in there, if you want to pick up all your food at once, you just go in overhead view and pick up the house or the carport, and it should throw everything in your storage. The fun thing is when you put everything out on these, as you can see, I'm doing some extras here. These are items that will not place on those bookshelves I'm using here. So when you get these, you can put them right down here at the bottom. Once you get lined up, you can slowly elevator it until you hit red and then go down an inch. So you can get a bunch of them. And that's why I like instead of using the pillar, I like to use the walls because I can slide it up so much easier and get so much more space. Reminds me of like a bakery rack or a paint drying rack or something along that line. So if you have that excess food and you're looking with how to store it, and if you think about it too, if you're trying to hide it, let's say you've already built on most of your plots, you don't really have anywhere to hide it, you can turn it around and not show that side and make it like a wall or something built into your plot so that you have to go around to find it. So there's a lot of options depending on what works for you on how to do it. I'm going to eventually put all of mine on a carport, such as the one back there. I'll add in another couple over here on the other side of my plot and do it. Now these here, this is not as simple of a method by any means, but this is my flow tree plot where we will chop flow trees, and I was separating the rows with the fancy fence line, and I decided I'm going to use these guys instead just because it looks really cool to see all the food laid out. All right. So that was newbie trick number 1 of today. So again, I know there's a lot of people in game. I'm not the first one to share these tips and tricks. I'm just sharing those for any newbies who run across me here. All right, now going into some other stuff that is newer to the game. With the lunar path that just came out, which you can find here, depending on which system you're using, you'll see the lunar path below wherever you find your premium store. A lot of people have heard that this is compared to a battle path, but not everybody knows what a battle path is if they don't play those sort of games. So I kind of just wanted to break it down a little bit to simplify it. I hope it'll help some of those out there who may not understand it. And when you go into your lunar path, there's normally two sections. I actually paid for the premium one. So you'll see a red unlock the premium lunar path. And if you see my little kitsu there that my arrow's on, it's got that little diamond. So that would be on the top. And then you can unlock all path levels. So these are two different options, two different costs. In order to unlock everything, you pay for both of those. Now, this does not mean you have to pay. There are items in here that, like this one here, there are items that do not have that. Those are free. You will get those no matter how you play the game, as long as you do the lunar path, which is your bulletin board out in Kilima and the quest line for this update. So, and they said they won't go away. So if you come in a little late, there's no rush, but eventually you will complete that path if you complete your quest lines and the bulletin boards. Now, free items are going to be items such as some materials here. You've got, and then you've got the new recipes for the building line. So as you work your way through these, you'll see this one's free, this one's free. So you will get all of those items as you would have with any past update. The difference with this lunar path is they have intermixed in other options. So like this first item here is this the Kitsu pet. Now this was already in the premium store, guys. We could have bought these beforehand. What they have done is they've added it to your path. So if you're not going to pay for the premium update, you'll still have to unlock level 1 to get to level 2, but you won't get that Kitsu. Okay? Again, it's already a premium store item you could have bought. The difference is there are all these diamond items. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 different items here that the premium store unlocks. Now, the premium purchase option that's along this path line is about 1,975 coins, which in US equivalents to about $20. Now, if you saw when I was scrolling through here, there's 2 Kitsu outfits, there's 2 Kitsu hats, there is a color palette, one of each of the plushies, which you can still get free in-game by mining, but this just unlocks them so you get them once you hit that path level without the having to go out there and get it. There's a glider, there's 2 or 3, I think it was 3 or 4 makeups. You've got the mailbox, you've got the sticker. So you've got all these items. Now, in the past, they did bundles that were about $45, where you would get a amount of items. They do the other smaller bundles, not get you this much. You would get one, not 2 the outfit, one, not both the hats. It all kind of depends. So when you look at the 1,975 coins, it's not different than what they were doing before. They're giving you a massive discount if you purchase it and do it through the path line. Because even though you've paid for this, like I've already paid for it, I've only unlocked number 1, which means I've only gotten my Kitsu pet. I cannot get that makeup, that plushie, or that hat with the diamond until I hit those levels, even though I've paid for it. Now, that is optional. Just like anything, what pays to give us this game for free. So you do not need that. It is unnecessary to play the game. It's all cosmetics and things they used to just put into the premium store. Some of these items are already in the premium store. So if you just want the Kitsu pet or you just want the outfit, you can go to the premium store and just buy that one item. It will, in the end, cost you more than unlocking the premium and doing the path, however, based on that, if you wanted everything. So level 1, you just do the lunar path, you get all the free items, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but the free item at the end of this path, so if you look at number 35, this is a free item. So they are going to be adding, or at least this one, I can't guarantee in the future because we don't know what's going to come out, but this is a new shirt. that is going to be free to all players once you complete the lunar path. So they are giving us some items we would not have gotten on previous versions of the game because this was not an option. But all the other paid for premium unlock items used to just go straight into the premium store at a higher cost. So this is a discounted way of those items just by doing the path you would do anyways. So it's a great little option there. Now you see this other option up here, this yellow unlock all path levels. So this does not give you the premium items. You'd still have to pay for that bundle. This just unlocks level 1 to 35 without you having to do any grinding. You don't have to do the quests. You don't have to do the bundles. You don't have to do anything. And you'll go ahead and go in and claim all the free items. And that's for those people who can't get in game very often. They have in real life responsibilities. They have work. They're willing to pay that 3,400 coins to not have to grind. So that's a great way for those who just want to come on. They want to get immediate access to the recipe and start building. They don't have time to do the grinding. If they also wanted to be able to immediately unlock the premium items, they have to pay for both. So the 3,400 and the 1975. So that is a higher price to get everything immediately. So it's kind of just, there's so many different levels here. To me, it feels like what X6 did is they took everybody's request and tried to give different levels to meet all those needs. So you get discounts for the premium store by unlocking it and grinding to cover the extra cost. You can unlock everything if you don't have time to play to get it. You can just play as normal, get all the recipes and stuff you would have normally gotten through doing the quest lines and unlocking recipes. And then if you just want one of the premium items, you can go into the store and purchase that item. And so I hope that kind of breaks that down a little bit more for everyone. But again, you don't have to buy any of the items. You just will not get the premium items, and you'll have to grind for the free items. Those are the only two concessions there. I, on the other hand, have to get that outfit because it is so cute. So if we look at this, those of you who see me with my orange hair, this guy is just perfect. So, and I did see from a friend, Miss Runny, who's on stream right now, you can take the hood off this guy. So it goes down on your back. So I was actually really excited to see that. So I can't wait to try it on. But I got a long way to go on that path. So hopefully that helps some of you that may not have completely understood that. All right, so. And one more trick I actually just learned this morning. I know I'm late to the game. Most of you probably already know this, but I have not been doing my dailies. Nope, I have not. I knew it would give me Taylor tickets for the makeup, but I don't do a lot of the makeup. And I'm like, okay, I'll get to it eventually when I have more time. And then, of course, this release, they go and do the hair. And I'm like, I don't have daily tickets for the hair. I know I need to do them now. So as I'm playing around in here and I'm looking at these dailies, I'm trying to figure out how to get items that I want to go after. Because some of the items I got were going to take a while. They're fishing, they're this or that, and that's just not my spot. So I started playing around with this. So for those of you who are new to the game or new to doing dailies, here's a trick for you. You have up at the top here, this tells you you're going to get 12, I have 12 Taylor tickets, which are the little purple tickets. I have 14 hours to complete my dailies before it resets, and I have the option to get more tickets. Each one of these dailies that are currently on the screen, the 4G finds and the hard rock, is worth 3 Taylor tickets, and 50 lunar tokens, coins, whatever we're calling those. Haven't really delved into that yet. Now, what you see at the top right corner is that blue pen, push pen. I haven't messed around with that. So on the PlayStation, if you hit R3 and push pin an item down, if I were to do both of these right now, which that I will do because I don't want to mess up my rolls, but if I do this right now, and this was really cool for me because I did not notice. So if I hit those push pins right now and I back out of here, it puts them up on my corner like a quest. I did not know that. I'm sure I'm really late to the game on that. But that makes it so much easier to remember when you're out playing what you still need to get for your dailies. So if you did not know that like me, you're welcome. Now, the other trick to this is, let's say you're going to do a re-roll. Well, one of my items here is 10 stones. I do not want to lose the 10 stones if I re-roll. I want to keep that one. The other one is collect any rare forageable. Now, I do want to keep that one. But before that, I actually had one of the newer stingrays or rays over, I believe it was one of the ones from Elderwoods, because I didn't recognize the name, and I've caught everything everywhere else for the most part. So what happens is if I were to go and unpin this one, and I was to hit my reroll option, excuse me, it would re-roll foraging finds, but not hard rock. So I'd be able to keep hard rock, but I would re-roll the foraging finds. Now you get re-rolls awarded a couple of different ways. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but they are limited, and there is no way to go out and grind for them. So I would not sit there and use all your re-rolls on one item unless the item you're getting is almost impossible. And yes, you do have to go out and get these. They did fix it so that you cannot just go home, grab the stuff out of your storage bin, and be done with it. So you do have to get them, but be careful with your re-rolls. You don't want to run them out and then end up having to go get a starred maw or a unicorn fish or some crazy thing like that. So that is the dailies tricks for anybody who did not know those. And let me go ahead and repin that because we've got to go get those. Now, once you do these items, one other thing is once you actually have these, apparently, okay, I thought they fixed that, guys. It says collect any rare forageable. Oh, guys. I didn't go get that blue mushroom. I gardened it up. So just FYI, you just have to get it new any way you can in game. I literally did nothing but garden, and I got my blue mushroom. So yay! So go do your gardening if you're looking for something that you know you can get through gardening. I didn't. So another new trick of the day. So for that one, let's take a look here. I've gotten it, but I haven't gotten my Taylor tickets yet. You guys see that? At the bottom right for PlayStation, it's going to be different on each system. You guys see I have to use a triangle to claim it. Do not forget to claim your items. I tend to forget that. I don't know if I completely lose those dailies or not, but make sure once you've completed the task, you go back in here and claim your reward, okay? All right, let's see. What else do I want to go through here? Okay, bulletin boards. We've been doing these a couple of months now, but if you're new, I'll give you a quick rundown. In Killama, at the main downtown area, there's a little bulletin board. Looks similar to the travel board on your home plot if you've been playing long enough to have that. It will show you these different things you need to do to complete. These items you can pull from your inventory. So don't hoard everything, but maybe hoard 10 to 25 of items that as they start coming around, you'll see it seems like food is 10. Some easier to get items might be 25. So maybe keep one of all your fishes, things like that. But now I do with you see the unicorn fish here. If you have a starred one on plot, you can pick it up and you can use it. Even though it's not needed to be unstarred, it tends to let you use starred items on the board. If there is a starred, like the Petite 5 at the top, you have to do starred. So get together with, if you're having trouble doing this on your own, which some of these items are more extensive, Mujan Bahari, Celebration Cake, they can be hard and expensive to do on your own. So join a Discord. Ours is in the comments here, and there are a bunch of other ones out there. Find your home Discord that you like, that you can go to. Most places will do bundle cooking, and you can knock out all of those in a fun little party on Voice with some friends. Other than that, there's not really much more to that. This is part of the lunar path, so you are earning your pathways by these, which is why I haven't gotten very far, because I have not completed these yet. I have plenty of the vampire crabs, but I actually just want to go hunt them because I like them, and I want to get some unstarred ones to share with my Discord. So these things here, you build them at your workbench, except for the book. You go over to the library and you can buy those at the register. Again, Discords are great. If you run into something you're not sure how to get it, you can ask your Discord or you can go to the Palia wiki. This here is the overview. It's giving you information about the Palia and kicking off. These are content down here at the bottom that you're going to be able to get through that lunar path. And then this one here is the new animal. This one here is the Grow the Snowman contest going on right now. They have a little snowman here in Kilima Village. He's teeny tiny. As we build snowman, so once you get the recipe, which you get through coal, which you collect through mining and other activities, fishing, all of that, you'll get a recipe. Go to your workbench. He's a little hard to find. Just search snow. And then you start building him. I believe it's snowballs, which you can buy at the store, coal, which you have to go out there and grind for by doing different activities. Pretty much all the main skill levels, and then carrots. So make sure you start growing some carrots, or you can buy them at Zacky's general store. There are the string-like recipe, which I am waiting for, but you do have to finish certain quest lines to get that, as well as the new decor. So this kind of gives you a little breakdown on that, letting you know that all the information. So this is really good. This feature guide tends to be what's going on right now with their monthly updates. All right, so that runs that. Now I need to go get 10 stone real quick while we see. If anybody has joined the stream that is newer to the game and have anything else you need me to simplify or show you to do, please go ahead and comment and I will do my best or find the information. And now we're just going to go out and do some of my quests, so come join along and we'll have fun. I do not know why I'm running this way instead of going for my stones, but I always go to Zacky's General Store and buy something to get my coin, and apparently have it won out. Ooh, we're gonna buy more than one because I need some carrot seeds. All right, let's go get us some stone. So what is everybody else up to in game right now? Whoa, this server is wiped out on stone. None of the usual haunts have stone. Oop, there's one. There's two. So now I have 3 of 10. I must have gardened one up as well when I was gardening, so that was pretty cool. Nice. Shadow's working on Minecraft right now, so. And yeah, if you're interested in other games, I do have Minecraft and a few other on the server. It's not just Palia exclusive, so come play everything with us. Beetlebug! And look at that. You guys saw me do the bag, and it didn't give me the bag. And now I have a... No! Well, I lost that Beetlebug. Thank you, snow monsters. They really, S6, if you're watching, which I please take the snowballs out of the ammo bag. Ooh, I'm breaking up. Let me see why that's going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I've collected all 10 stones. So what I'm going to do before I forget is go into my dailies. And it does not give me the claim option on the foraging finds because we already did that. So we're going to claim the hard rock finds. Yeah, definitely a good suggestion there, Shadow, and I will show that to everybody. I just haven't organized anything. Okay, so let me go ahead and unpin these. Okay, so now those are off. I know I've done my dailies. So every single, I'm trying to get together a list. We've got so much going on now with Palia for dailies, weeklies, monthlies, all of these different things. And I'm trying to get together a to-do list or a checklist for Palia. So that will be coming soon. But one of the things to remember to add to your, I log in, water your plants, pull your weeds, etc. Go into the dailies, pin those dailies up, reroll if you want to reroll, whatever the case may be, so that you don't forget to do those by the end of the day. Once you've met those dailies, go in and claim them and then unpin them. That would be my recommendation because there's way too much now to just remember this stuff. So get yourself into the subconscious habits. Trust me, you'll thank me in the long run, especially if they keep adding hair and stuff like that to the tailor tickets and not just makeup. Because even the guys, there was a short hairstyle, I believe, this round that may work. I have not figured out exactly how to do that yet. We'll go check that out here in a minute. Okay, so now what Shadow was saying when I was talking about the snow bombs and all of that is if you go into inventory and you go into your bag, you see how I'm completely unorganized here? All right, if you look at the top where that slow down arrow is, that's the end of the bag, I believe. Am I right on that, Shadow? Top is the end of the bag, the bottom snowball is the beginning of the bag, and it goes which direction? I'm trying to remember what direction it goes now in a while. So when you open up when you're in your smoke, when you're in your weapons, the 92 snowball is the front of the pick. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then it goes to the end and starts back over. The right is the end. Okay, is the end, and then it goes back to the beginning of the next row and goes, correct? Okay, good. I like to double check myself. I may know these things, but just missay something when you're not doing this. Always double check. Okay, so when I go into my bag here, you see how the snowballs are first, then the bag, and the blue, right? So if we go into in my inventory here, and we go over to the bag here, that's why that snowball is coming first. Those two. Then you got the black bags, and then you have a blue bag, and then you have more black bags, right? So it's actually taking into account how I have these lays out. So if I take my blue bags and put them there, and then I take my black bags and put them here, and then the snowball, which this is me about it. You can do like your fish in one order. It's whatever comes first, and then it goes from there. So if it changes up there, you see how I go black snowball, it's going to mess up. So if you want your snowball to be last, move them here, and then go down here and take your other snowball, put it there. Then I have all my black bags. Then I have the blue bag in the first spot. This is unorganized. This is me doing it fast, but I typically just do everything in order how I want it, top being last, below that being first. But just to show real quick what that does to the bag is now you can see the blue first. How are you? Shadow, welcome in. I'm doing a bunch of little tutorials and running quests today. Throw in exclamation point giveaway, please. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got the blue bag, the black bag, the snowball. So now it's going to automatic, as I'm throwing smoke bombs and I start running out, it's going to do those 64 blue bags. Then it's going to automatically flip me to the 100 black bags. Once I run out of those, it should pull up more of the black bags as long as I have them in inventory, and then so it's going to literally go blue bags, black bags until you're out, snowballs till you're out, as long as you order them correctly in your inventory. Like I said, the best bet is to be way more organized than I am here. I normally do all my snowballs in one section, and then all my worms, all my arrows, and all of that. So if you keep your bags organized, it will help the default direction that things go. So thanks for that reminder, Shadow. Now remember that your fireworks are going to go with your arrows. So you'll probably want to do your fireworks first and then order that way for the arrows, so that you can choose when you want fireworks instead of shooting a disco deer with a firework, which we are all guilty of. I know we've all been there. That or a flare. All right, so then I have the worms, and then I'm going to go with the furthest away is going to be my fireworks. And then from there, I'm going to most likely put my slowdown arrows, because I tend to do the spells more often. And then, oops, I missed a couple of glowworms. That will mess me up. Did I do that the wrong way? I think I did that the wrong way, but we're going to find out. Let's see if I did that wrong. Okay, let's see. It's been way too long since I actually organized my bag. I've just gotten in the habit of doing it. Oh, I did something wrong. See how we did that? Now the blacks are before the blues. So let's go in there. Ah, okay. So it is going to go. Let's see what that does. I always forget when you get to the top, when you get to the next row. So hold on. Snowballs are going to be last. Blue's going to be first, then black, then snowballs. Okay, I think that should be right. Let's check that. Okay, so now we've got the blue, the black, and then the snowballs. So that means that it's going from here to here. So from this worm to this dispel arrow, and then it starts back over at the next row and works its way up. Is that right, Shadow? Did I get that right this time? And works its way up depending on which bag you're on. So that means it's actually going to hit the snowballs before the other black bags. So we need to move these black bags here. Left to right, so after 2 bundles of black smoke bombs, it will go to snowballs. Yep, that's what I just figured out there. So it should go, okay. So just pay attention to that. Like typically when I'm more active right now, I have not been running out doing bugging and fishing and bombing. I have this more organized, but just make sure if you're going to that you check your stuff out if you're not in the habit. Some people just go in and pick what they want and they're used to doing that, but just be aware if you're carrying snowballs, if you're carrying the superior smoke bombs, if you're carrying a bunch of different types of ammo, that what order it's going to automatically default you to. based on your order. So again, it starts on the bottom left, goes over, and then comes back up to the bottom left. Is that showing right on the screen? Yep, left to right. So after two, okay, yeah. So left to right, then it goes back up to the left, to the right, based on what you have in there. So now for smoke bombs, it's going to start here. It's going to do these two bags, and then it's going to go up and hit these bags. See how that works? So left to right. So for fishing, same thing. You got your worm here, no worms. So the next one, it's going to actually hit these glowworms. So if I don't want it to switch, I've got to move these around. Because of course I have a ton more glowworms than I do regular worms because I'm going for those higher end fish. I have the regular worms around and in my bag because there are times that I need them for a quest or something like that. So, or I'm fishing for different fish. All right, so this one here, these here, then it's going to go to glow. Same thing for here. I did that backwards. It is going to go left to right. So we want to move these over. And then I want to move this one here. So now it's going to do, when I run out of these 60s, it's going to do those 100, those 100, those 100 before it automatically switches me to slow down. So let's just double check ourselves there and we'll see how that worked out. All right, so see, we got the order we want there. And then if I switch over to fishing, I've got, I always forget, that's not fishing. It gave me the wrong tool. Okay, now we got fishing. Okay, so my hooks first, then the regular worms, then the glow worms, which is what we want here. The hook's always typically going to be first because those are unlimited. And then here we've got my dispels, we've got my slowdowns, and then it goes to the fireworks. Now again, you can go in here and automatically choose one of these, and it'll stick on that one. So if I were to click the 5 fireworks or the 4 fireworks here, it will stay on those 4 fireworks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that I'm out, it switched me to the other set of fireworks. Because I was on fireworks, it's going to go to the next row of fireworks. So, oh no, it went to dispel. My bad. Now, I forgot they glow like that. So now it's not a firework, it's a dispel. Because when I went to the last stack of fireworks, and then it took me back to the beginning and started my dispels. So you'll have to go back in and switch it if you want the rest of your fireworks. So there we go. Little tutorial on how to organize your bags for those newbies. Again, and I know a lot of you guys already knew that, so thank you for listening through it. And now here we go. All right, so let's see what quest I need to be working on here. Why do I have an explanation point? Ah, guys, check this out. Did you guys see that? So when I go in here, you see how I have the little red explanation point to the right of the lunar path? That's because I leveled up. I am now level 2, so I did something along the way, probably my dailies. Since I just finished my dailies, it would have leveled me up to level 2. So when you're doing this lunar path, as we spoke about before, if you had not paid for the premium pass like I did, this level would have unlocked where it would have been pink, where that number 1 is, but you would not have gotten this guy. But as soon as you get to this one item that does not have the premium store logo on it, it doesn't matter. You don't have to pay for anything. This item is one of the free Lunar Path items. So when you go in here, when you unlock one of those items, when you unlock that level, it turns from gray to pink, fully pink. You go in there and you click the claim option, and it just gave me my 90 heartwoods for that. So my next level, if I hadn't paid for the Lunar Path, or the premium upgrade, I would not get this guy, but I'd still have to do level 3. But level 4, I would get this. Level 5 and level 6, I would not get these two items. Again, you can still get the plushie in game, but you would not get it through completing level 5 and level 6. Level 7, however, you will get the estate base once you get to this item, because again, that's part of the regular lunar path. Ooh, anybody see that little question mark in the bottom right? What's that say? Lunar XP info. Lunar XP is earned via completing dailies and other bulletin board activities. Unlock the bulletin board by completing, learning the ropes, and talking to Kinley. Okay, so I already did that quest, and the Lunar XP is telling me what I'm earning to unlock levels. Okay, so you guys remember when I was doing the dailies, it showed at the bottom, it showed the 3 Taylor tickets and the amount of Lunar XP I would get for completing those. So let's see if we can go back there real quick. Oop, get me out of there. I already gave y'all money this morning. So you see there where I said I get 3 Taylor tickets, and I would get 50 of the lunar, whatever you're calling them, the little pretty little moon things, which I absolutely, of course, love. So the Lunar XP, I think is what they just called it. I'll double check that, but I got 50 and 50, so that's 100. That's 100 Lunar XP. So if you go in here, thank you, sir. If you go in here, level 1 was 200 Lunar XP to unlock next reward. And then once I got to 200, it unlocked this reward. So those XPs, when you see those telling you how many you'll get for a task, the Lunar XPs are unlocking level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It looks like it takes about 200 Lunar XP for each reward, I believe. So it's letting you know, like, how many XP you need for the next level. So it looks like it says 200 out of 300 XP. So I'm curious if the max is 200. All right. So we will go through that here again in a moment, just for those on commercial break. All right, guys, welcome back from ad. I'm going to go over that again. I apologize. Those do start if you're not a subscriber, and so we're going to go ahead and just go through that one more time for those who are trying to learn that, since this is very new. Normally, I would just roll through them, but this is definitely new for all of us. So under the feature guide, where we were seeing 50 and 50 Lunar XP, so what those are telling you is those are the levels on the lunar path. So if you go into your lunar path here, level 1, it's telling me 200 out of 300 Lunar XP to unlock the next reward. So as you're going on to your leveling 1, 2, 3, 4, that's how you know how many XPs you need. I do know that they mentioned that this go around, the release of these paths, or the lunar paths, that we're using the dailies and the quest and all of that for this go around. In the future, they said they will introduce new ways, including earning XP out on the board, mining, hunting, fishing, doing your normal stuff. So this is a way for you to know. I'm assuming they're going to show us somewhere how many Lunar XPs we have, so that we can go collect more, or to get to the next level. So again, to get to level 3, I have 200 out of 300 Lunar XP to unlock the next reward, is what I'm understanding. So if that's the case, I'm thinking here, it took me 100 more to get there, and then I'll need another 100 to get here, depending on what items are paying. So again, those Lunar XP, those cute little moon things, they show down here. That's how you unlock your path. So I'm not sure how that'll affect us in the future. I have a feeling there's going to be some way to track that a little bit easier on how many you have versus how many you need. Or it'll just continue working that way. Because, yeah, it doesn't show me how many I have. Level 2 out of 35. We earn them by doing, and it's saying learn. So, yeah, I'm wondering if it's just going to be a little bit different down the road. Because it's not changing how many I need. Even when I get to page 2, it's not telling me yet how many more I need. So we'll have to see how that works out as I progress and or as they add in other ways to earn XPs. We pretty much know if you finish the board and the quest and all of that, that we're going to hit level 35 this go round. But if they start adding in multitudes of ways to earn XP so that you don't have to complete everything to get to the high level, but you have to go out and earn them by doing a selection of choice things, then I'm assuming there's going to be a way for us to actually see how many we have somewhere along the way. But that's assumption, so don't quote me on it. But that was really cool. Just learned that with y'all. So that's a main story quest. That's a quest. And any of these part of the lunar path? I don't think they are. All right, let's go see what. Actually, I keep forgetting you do not have to go back to Kilima to see what you need for the board. So I need a unicorn fish. I need to do some small hunting. I need a vampire crab. And then the rest of it is pretty much building stuff, which means I need some sapwood. I'm pretty sure that's what I need. So I'm going to grab some sapwood. Might help if I get the right tool. So has anybody completed the path yet, or is everybody still working on it? And I know Star got a plushie. Whoop, whoop. Anybody else get any of the new Kitsu plushies yet? Ooh, wow, it doesn't want to let me up that side of the mountain. Oh, poor one running. Got a sad face. I know she hasn't gotten a plushie yet because Outcast has been running with her and he is going cuckoo. He has not gotten one yet. I'm sure he'll be hopping on here shortly to see if he can get one. He did get one through the Lunar Path Premium already, so at least he's got to see what they look like. See, there it showed me I got 4 G metals, it showed me I got sapwood, and it showed me that I got twine or fiber. I call it twine. It's another Charm Dictionary add-on I need to do. Outcast is like fiber. I'm like, I call it twine. I'm thinking cooking, and we do use it in Mujan Bahari, so I just always think twine. Somebody tossed that in the Discord, so I remember to add it to my dictionary because I'm going to keep calling it twine. So you see how it showed us that? I'm wondering if they do start giving us lunar XP points for mining, foraging, and all of that, if it's going to pop those up when we get them. If it's just going to pop up there on the side, and if they will maybe add a spot either in the path or in our collection where we can see what we have, kind of like with Renown. Where is the Renown at now? I haven't looked for so long. Okay, so yeah, so they could put it up there with our main currency, with the XP maybe, and let us earn it throughout, but I'm not really sure. Ronnie's yelling fiber too. No, twine. It won't be twine forever. Just to drive everybody crazy. Just like my Zoom board and my beetle bugs. I'm trying to think what else I might need for some of these building things, but that's got going on. And then I know everything else is over in the bay. Let's hop over there. Oh, wait, nope, I don't have my honey lures on me for the vampire crabs right now. Let's just get some more sapwood and throw them in my processor because I am completely out. I never think to chop trees unless I'm moonshine hunting. I'm like, oops, I'm out of wood. And then I just buy planks when I need them. So I'm going to grab a bunch, see what I need actual logs for, fill up all my processors to max capacity, and then store some 100 logs in there. That's a good way to get around your storage limits for my newbies. If you fill up your processors once you're able to buy all those licenses, which I highly recommend using your renowns for after you've done the Phoenix Shrine and the Dragon Shrine. And, sorry, my kid's feeding me a piece of cheese. After you've done your 2 shrines and done that, I highly recommend buying as many licenses as you can get for putting down processors, because if you fill up your processor to where all 3 rows are filled up with the, say, for instance, using a log for an example, if you put logs in there, it lets you put in 100 logs, it gives you planks, you've got 3 storage spots to fill your new planks at. Well, if you put in another 100 logs, it can't make any more because it's full. Do not take out those 3 rows of planks because now you have 100 logs stored and you've got 3 rows of planks. I have like 6 loggers on my plot. I have like 6 jammers, 2 cedars. So it just kind of depends on what you use the most, but max out and completely put down all your licenses and then use them for backup storage of unprocessed before you pull out the processed stuff if you don't need them. So I can have, I don't know how many it is, but just for explanation purposes, let's say I can put 100 logs in, and then I have 3 rows of planks, which are 100 a piece. So now I've got 300 planks, I've got 100 logs, plus whatever I have in my storage already. So when I run out of storage, I have backup. So that's a good way to kind of keep up. Also, don't sell your wood, don't sell your items before going into your workbench. There are decor items you will use all the time, such as the floor and wall pieces to make those fancy little food holders I showed you at the beginning of the stream, or like the moonstruck, I can't think of it right now, line of furniture is my favorite. So go in before you go to sell your excess material when you're maxed out of storage. Go into decor items, the little furniture icon, and I'm getting yelled at for focus. Sorry, running. I do not have anything to eat on me. She's yelling at me because I'll get to that in a second here. She's helped me level up a lot by reminding me on that. But lost my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, so if when you're getting ready to clear out all of your inventory box and start selling stuff, before you start selling stuff, build those favorite items, those items you know you're going to use over and over that's under that chair. So the decor items are unlimited storage. So you can have as much of that as you want. So build those favorite decor items, even if it's just planters or flowers or plots, because what that'll do is you get more money from going to a cake party or a fish party, or you get more money from selling maybe the unstarred fish than you do selling your sapwood and stuff. Now, if you're desperate for money, by all means, sell it for money. But if you're not desperate for money and you're just trying to open up storage space, stock up on the decor you know you're going to use, because then when you're in the middle of a really good inspirational build, you don't have to stop to go grind. So, and all right, so on to what am I going to get? What do I want to buy? Okay, so Wine Running and Shadow are yelling at me about food. Okay, if you want to level up, you need to keep that pink focus bar full, or at least a half full. By upping your focus, all this work I'm doing, I'm leveling up faster. Now, yes, you do not get guild coins beyond 50. You do not get trophies beyond 50. When you're cooking, it is extremely important to have your focus bar up because it affects the star outcome of your dish, and that is important for everybody in that party if you're not cooking alone. If you're out doing what I'm doing and you do not fill up that focus, you won't level up. Now, will that hurt me as far as getting a trophy or anything like that? Or no. But it does affect your bragging rights. You will learn if you're new. Everyone brags about their levels. So if you want those bragging rights, make sure to go ahead and remember to eat. And Outcast is so far ahead of me on things. Maddie said. Cannot water the trees out here, huh? Won't do me any good. Got to get more of that twine, i.e. fiber, because I always am short on that. We use it to tie up the muja. He's like, twine is what you use to tie a turkey up. I go, well, we use the fiber to tie up the muj and bahari, so I'm not that far off. Oh, watch out, Fox. I don't want to cut you. Move out of the tree, dude. He's like literally hanging out inside the tree. You got some magical powers there, dude. Ooh. Oop. Can't get that tree.
Yeah, and it's really, really big and stuck in heavy rope, and you can't cut it down, and it's too big. It's up there, and it's too big, and it's on the snow.
Oop. More twine. I'm driving Outcast nuts as he's eating his lunch. All right, I am headed to the underground because we've been at this for about an hour, and I am going to go eat and go get my child. But we are doing a die run, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you're not on the Discord, just go ahead and join, and we will be doing that in Bahari Bay for everything and anything you need for all the new dies. That will be me, and I will be co-piloting because I will be streaming again and doing another giveaway. So make sure you come lurk and join the event. Even if you can't join the event, come join the stream. And she will be lead running, showing us where to find everything and keeping track to make sure we get a little bit of everything. Anybody who is in game that wants to meet me in the underground, go ahead. Otherwise, I will be spending in a second for today's winner. And the Path of the Kitsu is the thing this month. So I am going to, no, not one of the new ones. I'm not that blessed, but I do have the original Orange Kitsu, one of my favorite little guys from the Zeki Ball machine that I will be raffling off here. So give me one moment. Let's take a look and see what our little bot's going to do. Who is going to be our winner? Everybody put it in, right? Ronnie, did you get your explanation point giveaway in there? Type it for me one more time. I don't think yours went in. It's showing, it looks like a letter didn't get typed, so I'm not showing you on my list. Go ahead and type that one more time for me, please.
Why can you turn the light?
Turn it off.
Nope, just gonna give her a second because she's been here the whole time. I want to make sure she gets to get entered in the giveaway as well, but I think she's AFK at the moment. Shadow's just running around. You're already in. Yours went in okay. I'm trying to get Running's the only one missing at the moment. Exposed bookworm, that's one I don't think I've seen before. If you would like to get in on the giveaway, type in exclamation point giveaway in the chat and giving away one of the original Kitsu plushies. Thanks, sir.
All of the constellations, we colored them in all about Pokemon.
All right, guys, so it looks like we're back from ads. If anybody has not typed in explanation giveaway, go ahead and do so. Running, if you're back, can you go ahead and type it one more time? It did not pick up when you did it. I think there's a letter missing. There she is. Okay, cool. All right, and let's see. I think that should be everybody. Let's go ahead and do this spin and see what who the Nightbot chooses. One moment here. We are going to choose a winner. Farron Y, you have won. Congratulations. We are going to do another one as well. I'm going to give away 2 of those today. Running like the wind. You got in at the last minute with the retype. All right, guys. I am in the underground. Congratulations. Oh, is that simply Chaz, the Farron Y, or if not Farron Y, if you're somebody, oh, okay, it is. Okay. Then we are set. Do you guys running and Simply Chaz, do you guys want to go ahead and come collect your winnings now, or would you like to collect them later? Don't know if you're in game or not. Okay, you're not on? Yay! Okay. All right. Okay, well, we'll get you later, get both of you later then. Perfect. We will do that, and I will go ahead and stop stream here in a moment, but thank you for joining me. Hopefully some of that information helps some newbies. If not, hopefully rewatch well, but it was fun. I got my dailies done. I think that's like the first time, maybe the second time I actually completed my my daily, so that was fun. So I will be back again, like I said, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time doing the die run. So come join along. And if you want to run with us and are not on the Discord, I will pop that in so that you can come join. Give me 1 second to switch back to chat. And a shout out to Miss Running Like the Wind. You hit a 3-stream streak today. Yay, that means the last 3 streams you've been on. Woo-hoo. Nice to see you. I always have fun talking with you. All right, guys, calling it a night. I'm going to see if there's anybody to raid at the moment because I almost believe Ragtag was on. So let's go see. Yes, she is. Ragtag is on, and for those of you who don't know her, she knows everything there is to know about decorating, and she is just starting to stream. Today is her 4th day, so let's go raid her. Hold on one moment. It takes me a minute to be able to raid. 3, 2,